What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is going to be, what is the difference between pitches and why are they so many? Quick question, it's an MLB original. Now, we've checked out quite a lot of baseball reactions and I've really enjoyed them. There's been some mental ones, and I tell you what, I'm not just saying this for a video because it is about the pitches. I have been sat there amazed with how they get the ball to swing, how they just get it to dip and stuff like that, and while you kind of in your head think, okay, it can't be too hard. When it's someone like me who's never given baseball a go, I probably held a baseball like once in my life, but I've never actually thrown it. I've never stood up there and given all these different combinations a go. I think, how do they actually do that? Obviously, I think if you're grown up doing it, it may come second nature to you. But for someone who's never actually given it a go, it's kind of like, how do they actually get the swing on it? How do they get the curve on it? I know in cricket, we don't want to compare it too much, but there is a lot of different hands. You can hold it on the seam, a lot of different seam bowling and stuff like that, which makes sense to me, because again, I played it a little bit, I watch it all the time, and it makes sense. But for baseball, I'm absolutely mind blown. So we're gonna see the difference between the pitches. I get some of the terminology. There's a fastball, there's some swinging balls and stuff like that. I completely understand that, and I think you can tell the different ones. But we're gonna hopefully learn a bit more terminology in this one, which would be awesome, because I imagine you guys just screamed at me because I just said swing and I said fast and didn't name any others. You guys are probably fuming. I think I said curve. I think curve one was in there as well. You guys are probably fuming right now, and we're going to see why there's so many. I get the reason why there's so many, because you got to have different weapons in your arsenal to take the opponent out, get a strike, and you got to mix it up. Try your hand to look the same in all of them, but mix it up without them knowing. And yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. Hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Absolute legends. And let's check out all the different types of pitches in the MLB.
What was that?
Rapid,
Seriously,
man.
What pitch was that? One goes this way, one goes that way, one goes like that, another's doing this.
Yeah, look at the movement.
And batters only have 150 milliseconds to identify the pitch and decide whether to swing.
Oh, wow.
That's half as long as it takes to blink, but it's the difference between this
that ball is
That's insane.
way gone.
and this.
It's just like pitches reaction, man. That's quality.
Takes his bat.
Wow.
So, quick question. What is the difference between all these pitches?
They do different things.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pitch School. Let's get into it.
I'm going back to school. I like it.
There are 4 basic types of pitches.
Okay.
And each has a unique way of...
Okay, well, I got fastball, right? Other than that, I didn't get the break and I didn't get knuckleball and I didn't get changeup. I said curve and swing, which maybe a swing's just a cricketing term, which I've thrown in here. I do apologize.
challenging a batter. Fastballs use speed. Changeups are all about timing.
Okay.
Breaking balls rely on movement.
That makes
and
sense. It
knuckleballs,
breaks.
We'll come back to those. First up, good old number 1, the heater, cheddar, gas, the fastball.
I like a fastball.
The goal
Oh,
of
look
the
at that.
fastball is, it's pretty self-explanatory. A pitcher throws the ball as fast as he can, trying to blow by the batter.
Then
Yep.
he fires another flaming fastball.
The fastball was the original pitch, and it just kept getting faster.
The current record is 105 miles per hour.
Oh, that's fast, man.
But
Very
pitchers
fast.
threw heat even before the radar gun gave us an accurate number. And they had to get pretty creative in how they measured. By some accounts, Bob Feller hit
Oh,
triple
wow.
digits in the 1940s.
And speed isn't the fastball's only weapon. While they mostly go straight, how you throw it can give it just a little bit of movement.
The classic four-seamer is the straightest and thrown the hardest. Then
Okay.
there's the cutter and the two-seamer. These guys move horizontally, just in opposite directions.
Okay, so you've got to hold it in a very different way. I assumed it would be something to do with the grip and then the release. Maybe you're flicking it with your fingers to get the side spin on it to curve it away. I think that's how it is, I think.
And are known for producing plenty of firewood.
Oh, wow.
Apart that bat.
Finally, there's fastballs that drop, the sinker and splitter. The difference is in the grip, but the goal is the same. Ugly swings in the dirt and easy ground ball outs.
Grounder to short, should be a double play.
Nice.
It is.
Even though all these pitches move a few inches in different ways, they're all still fastballs.
He struck him out.
Okay.
Freeman, he smashed his bat in half.
fastball is the original pitch in baseball, and it remains the best. If
Yeah.
you can throw it north of 98, you don't have to worry too much about the other pitches.
Take Nathan Patterson. Nathan went to a Rockies game last year as a fan, but after hitting 96 on the Stadium Speed Challenge, the Oakland A's offered him a contract.
Wow, I need to get on a little speed challenge and see how fast I can sling that thing. I bet he got paid nice. But just thinking about when we were on about the fastballs there, that it was saying the fastball is technically all you need. If you can throw it that fast, you don't have to worry about it. That's not necessarily the case. Like we've seen before, if you get repetitive, throw it in the same spot, they're just going to predict and they know how fast it's coming and just going to swing and they'll make a connection. And when you make a connection with a fastball, I'm guessing it goes a lot further than a slow ball. So that's why you have to have all these change-ups. I'm learning. So yeah, that makes sense. I'm learning. I like it.
Whether it sinks, cuts, or blazes its way through, in 2019, 58% of pitches were fastballs.
Wow.
It's number one for a reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, next up, the yin to fastball's yang, the changeup.
Okay.
Maybe the sneakiest weapon in a pitcher's arsenal.
He kept swinging harder and harder, and Santana just kept taking more and more off.
The goal of the changeup is to throw off a hitter's timing.
Got
If
you.
they're expecting a 99-mile-per-hour fastball and it comes in at 75, they're going to swing way in front of it.
In the
Yeah.
1850s, Harry Wright came in and delivered a ball that looked like a fastball but came up slow. And this was the change of pace. It preceded the curveball in the many attempts by pitchers to deceive batters.
The greater difference between the speed of your fastball and your changeup, the harder it is to hit. Pedro Martinez was one of the best to ever do it. He could dial his fastball up to 97, and then he'd throw his changeup at 77 miles per hour.
Wow.
When a hitter only has half a blink to react, you get a lot of whiffs.
Back in the day, I was throwing 98. Now I'm not the power pitcher that I was before. So in 2009, I proved my changeup. It was my best pitch.
Oh, wow.
I put my middle finger in the middle of the two seams, and then I throw it as hard as I can. And I was throwing it, and then, came out really good. Came out really good. And start striking out lefty, righty. It was like, this is it. This is my pitch.
Nice.
Perfect game by the King.
A perfect game. Not bad, man. Not bad.
Lots of pitchers put their spin on the changeup, but no pitch is slower than the ephus.
Okay.
The name comes from the Hebrew word for zero and was invented in the 1940s by Rip Sewell.
Take a look at the height of that pitch.
The goal, a gentle lob. And
Oh my
somehow
God.
it works. Time and time again. Next up, the hook.
That's just absolutely mugging your opponent off. You're just like, we've been throwing all these ones. You've been getting a little bit of bat on it, but you know what? Oh, 2 mile an hour. Well, it's like 50 odd mile an hour. Go on, hit it. And it's just, it is one of them. Sometimes the easier looking shot is a lot harder to hit. It makes complete sense. But wow, that's a bit. I love that. It's just banter, and I absolutely love that.
Uncle Charlie, the bender, the hammer, aka the breaking ball.
That curveball
Okay.
is
Oh, okay. Breaking down to the
Breaking ball
bottom.
is any pitch that primarily relies on movement to deceive the batter.
Okay, I was assuming breaking was going down, but I heard curveball in there, so I'm right on one front. Let's go. And it is just, it curves away. Just breaking is movement. I like that. I'm learning.
Like a curveball. To the batter, a curveball looks like it's going straight. Then
Come
at the last microsecond, it drops off the table.
It looks
Yeah.
like a strike, but as it travels to the bottom, goes out of it.
Let's talk about spin. The seams on a baseball are raised just 0.03 inches off the surface.
Very precise.
When a pitcher spins the ball, that seam causes air to gather on one side of the baseball,
Okay.
creating a high pressure pocket above and a low pressure pocket below. So the ball drops into the low pressure pocket, meaning it moves.
Oh, wow.
And the greater the spin, the greater the movement. This
Makes
seems
sense.
pretty complicated, but 17-year-old Jim Creighton figured it out when he threw the first breaking pitch all the way back in 1858. Breaking balls have been making hitters look foolish ever since. But the two most common breaking balls thrown today are the curveball, which drops down,
Okay.
and the slider, which drops down and slides across.
Yep.
But
That's
with
incredible.
all breaking balls, the key is deception.
You gotta throw it like a fastball, honestly. The more you can throw it like a fastball and get comfortable throwing it like a fastball, you'll be successful because it's
Definitely.
all about making the hitter believe it's something that it's not.
Exactly.
Now, there's a whole other branch to the breaking ball family tree, illegal pitches. Remember how the raised seam on the baseball creates movement? Well, doctoring a baseball, rubbing it with a little emery board or putting some pine tar or spit on it can make the movement of a breaking ball even more extreme.
Oh, wow.
All of these have been illegal since the 1920s.
I'm not surprised.
But pitchers can find ways to be sneaky. Finally, the outcast of the pitching world, the literal oddball, the butterfly with hiccups, the knuckleball.
The weirdest pitch in baseball and possibly the most misunderstood.
Okay.
The reason why it's called a knuckleball is that when you throw it, you see your knuckles up here.
Oh, okay.
When the ball wants to spin backwards out of your hand as you're releasing it, the object is to control the top half of the ball so it comes out without any spin.
Wow, yeah.
Spin. Here we go again. Remember, breaking balls use spin to move in specific ways. But when you take that spin away, it becomes totally unpredictable.
Yeah.
Even the pitcher doesn't know where it's going. Or the catcher.
Wow.
A good knuckler on a good day, it's unhittable. But a bad one usually ends up in the seats. The knuckleball has become borderline mythical. No one sets out to become a knuckleballer.
I tell people the knuckleball kind of found me, right?
Oh, great.
I was
catch.
drafted in the 8th round by the Pirates as a first baseman. I struggled badly. So in 1989, I was playing catch with another first baseman, throwing knuckleballs back and forth to each other. We're trying to hit each other in the kneecaps. My manager walked behind me and said, "Hey, I didn't know you could do that."
Yeah, pregame catch turned a mediocre first base prospect into a 19-year pitching career.
Wow, that's actually incredible how the world works like that. That is mental to think.
But it gets weirder. The only people who can teach this fickle pitch? Former knuckleballers. Tim Wakefield learned from the great Charlie Hough.
He put his arm around me, said, "Welcome to the fraternity, kid. Ask me whatever you want. I'm here for you. I know what it's like. You feel like you're on an island by yourself, so you've got me on speed dial anytime you need anything."
Awesome,
I was
man.
able to pass that torch on to R.A. Dickey.
Sadly, the dark arts of the knuckler are disappearing. Only one knuckleballer threw in the bigs in 2019. But the knuckleball has been pronounced dead before, and always seems to find a way back.
It'll never die. I think it just goes to sleep for a little while, and then somebody else will come back and resurrect it.
Pretty awesome. Again, let me know in the comments, but it seems to me that it is just one of them. It's a high risk, high reward kind of thing. If you get it wrong, it's an easy home run. If you get it right, it could go all over the place. And pitchers want to, obviously the fastball dominates the game. Pitchers want to just nail that fastball. And you get the odd person who comes on and says, "No, I back myself. I'm going to hit a knuckleball and it's going to be unpredictable." And I rate that. And also, I guess the fact that if you need a strike, you've got a few balls, a few strikes, you don't want to throw a knuckleball because you want to hit a strike. You know what I mean? Again, I know it's not as simple as that, but I guess that's another thinking. If you yourself don't know where the ball's going to go, you don't want to throw that sometimes. So I kind of get that one as well, but maybe it'll come back. Maybe Beasley will go on a speed machine, hit 99 or maybe 110, break the record, why not? And then he'll just bring back the knuckleball. He'll come over, get in the MLB and just bring out the knuckleball. Let me know if you want to see that. I don't think it'll be possible, but you never know. Dreams come true.
Don't ever give up on it.
Awesome.
Whew, okay. To recap, you've got your fastballs, speed, changeups, timing,
Yep.
breaking balls, movement, knuckleballs, unpredictability.
Awesome.
Why so many pitches? Well, every pitcher has a different arsenal. Combinations of pitches that no one else uses or throws quite like they do. What
Wow.
works for one pitcher is totally different for another.
Yep.
With a million possible combinations of different grips, windups, releases, and spins, pitchers are inventing new pitches all the time. Take a look at this work of art. This is a churve.
That's the churve.
Debuted and named by Joey Lucchese in 2018, he's the only person who can throw it.
Wow.
He made it up himself. It's got the grip of a changeup and the release of a curve.
That's
but its
pretty
movement
awesome.
is all its own. Pitchers and pitches keep evolving. So let's try this again. 150 milliseconds on the clock? What pitch is that? Still can't tell? Just be grateful you're not in the batter's box.
Definitely. Wow, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that, and I actually learned so much. More than I thought. I thought it was going to be a very simple, there's this option, there's this option, there's this option. These players throw that. it is what it is. But no, very scientific. It went into a lot of depth, and it really opened your eyes how many combinations there is, and that you can still invent stuff, which is absolutely awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, why not put that notification bell on? If you made it to this point, you've obviously enjoyed it. So put that notification bell on. I upload every single day. Even on days like this when I'm feeling a bit under the weather and the sun is out, I think, no, I've got to go in and I want to get you guys a video, and I've learned something new. It's absolutely awesome. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace.